Hello everybody. Would you like to draw an apple today? We are going to draw a very realistic apple. We're going to draw the apple from this perspective, so kind of on its side, sitting like this so that you can see the stem. Because if we drew it like this, you wouldn't get to enjoy this little part that goes in with the stem. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. We'll set this guy off to the side. Something really great to use for practice drawings like this is a piece of newsprint. It's kind of a real thin piece of paper. It's a little bit grayish. This is what they actually print newspapers on. So this is just a piece of newspaper that doesn't have any typing on it. Pretty cool, right? I'm gonna fold it in half like a little folder, like that. And what that does is it just kind of makes it more manageable and easier to use. Doesn't matter which way you turn it. You can go this way or you can go this way. For an apple, a little bit shorter, squattier, I think I'm gonna go with this. Generally, for sloppy copies and little practice sketches, you want to use your pencil and your eraser. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a Sharpie marker so that you can see what to do. Now, you know what's going to happen when I use Sharpie marker on this paper? What do you think is going to happen? If you think it's going to bleed through to the other side, you are 100% correct. So that's why you do not want to use a Sharpie marker for your sloppy copy sketches, because you'll just end up with the drawing on the other side of the paper, guaranteed. Okay, let's go back to our apple. So we're looking at our apple. We're thinking about the shape of our apple, and look at the outside line. Look at the actual line that it makes. It's a little flatter right here. It's got a nice curve right here. It flattens out again right here. And then it's got a nice curve right here. And we'll come back to this center part in just a minute. So if you have a real apple at your house, it'd be great for you to put this in front of you and you can use it. I'm going to put my apple right here to the side. And I'm going to just draw a smaller apple that's an apple-sized apple over here on the corner. I use my marker the same way you would use your pencil. So I look with my eyes at the actual curve, and every time you draw a little line, you can go backwards and readjust the shape of the line and the curve of the line. Don't worry about where it comes off of the direction you want it to. That's okay. This is all practice. Remember, these are sloppy copies. This is how you get good. So when you're sketching and you do a little bit, it means you can control the next part. I want to go here, the next part goes here, instead of just drawing a big thing, because when you draw a big shape and a big thing, it doesn't always line up. And see how this didn't line up right here? That's okay. That's why if you do it with pencil and you have an eraser, you can just make those adjustments. It's no big deal. Now the next part is going to be this little center area with the stem. So we look at it like this. See how this kind of makes like a little line right here? So I'm going to make that same little line like that. And then I'm going to draw a stem. Take a look at that stem. See, it's a stick. And then it's got like a little round area around the top. And it's going to come out. Actually, do the little round area first. Watch this. It's so fun. You do a little round area first. Then you do a stem like that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And you've got yourself an apple. So what I would suggest to you is keep doing that. Keep practicing your apples. If you don't have an apple at your house, you could always just take a picture of an apple or find a picture of an apple that you like and you can draw that one. And that's it. And don't color it. Don't color your sloppy copies yet. We're going to talk about coloring later. I have a whole thing that's really cool to show you about coloring. All right. Thanks for listening.